Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakakudash. I want to say double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to say shalom to the full elect in this word and sincerity and in truth. So I just want to do a quick lesson, on this war between Ukraine and Russia. And the point that I want to hit in these articles is pretty much how Babylon, is trying to hide her hand. All right, because what you see in this article right here, the top one, you see U.S. quietly sent Ukraine long-range missiles following a secret directive from Biden. And then it says, that the Biden regime tells Zelensky regiment to stop bombing Russia's oil refineries because it might cause global energy prices to soar. So, even though Babylon is trying to hide, their hand, you're still responsible because you're supplying the weapons. Or you're supplying the missiles for them to attack. Because if I'm not mistaken, Babylon just gave them another aid package. So, you can clearly see that this is a coordinated attack, from Babylon, man. All right, that this is an intentional, way of, increasing energy prices around the world. Because like the title says, it says, that he told, Biden told Zelensky to stop bombing the oil refineries in Russia because it might cause global energy prices to soar. So that's why you may very well see, more increase in gas prices. All right. So, because a lot of things, run off of the oil from, the Russia, Iran, these different nations supply oil. So as these wars continue, it might stop or make a halt in the supply, supply chain of the oil. All right, and pretty much it's going to cause inflation. Because when you have little of something, it becomes scarce. When it's scarce, the value of it rises. That's what you're seeing with the gas. It says Vice President Kamala Harris held a private meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky this week to urge him to refrain from bombing any more of Russia's oil refineries. Which this is not really, they're not sincere about it. Like I said, man, it's probably to save their asses. So they don't make it seem like, they're the one ordering them to do so. Because once again, you're giving them, the weaponry to do it. You know what I'm saying? So if you're really serious, you stop giving them the weaponry. But we understand that at the end of the day, this is the Lord's will for World War III to happen. All right. Nothing's happened out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? This is Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 8. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy." You see, so the Lord is gathering these nations for war. All right. And this is why, as they try to, come together to talk peace, that shit is not working, because ultimately we're in a time of war. We're in a time where these nations going at each other. So what's getting ready to happen is, Yahweh Shai is coming back to set up his kingdom. It says since Russia, because we're at the end of the so-called white man's kingdom. So at the end of his kingdom, it's gonna be a shit show. It says since Russia produces much of the world's oil, bombing Russian oil refineries is not in the best interest of anyone, Harris said, adding that global energy prices could soar even further if Ukraine damages any more Russian energy facilities, which they're going to keep doing because, they want to collapse the system. All right, they want to, make shit hard for people around the world, because at the end of the day, Esau wants to bring about that new system. Once this collapse happens, they're going to introduce that new system, or the beast system, with the Charagma, the CHIP. All right. And as you can see right here, it says, even so, the United States just sent billions more U.S. taxpayer dollars to Ukraine to keep the bombings going, see? And that's the spirit, because, I didn't really read much of that. I just read the top part of the article, Like I skimmed it, but didn't really read much of it. But that lined up with what I was seeing through the spirit earlier. They sent the aid. All right, they sent the aid to Ukraine. And you're pretty much responsible for what they're doing, because they're using the weapons, the money that you gave them to get the weapons. It says U.S. taxpayer dollars to Ukraine to keep the bombings going. So expect $10 gas per gallon in the coming months, Lord willing. Because once that happened, that's when reality is going to hit people, man. People still in good case because they can still put gas in their car. All right. $3 a gallon, it's not, people feeling it, but it's not to the point to where they're crying out, because they're still making a decent amount of money to where they can do $3, a gallon, and get to work or do whatever they got to do. But when that shit hit $10, you might as well call it quits. It says the United States had better listen to Russia unless it wants to collapse into oblivion, which, Yahweh Shemiah Shah is going to put the spirit on Babylon to keep going. All right, to keep doing what it's doing, because, the purpose of the Lord is for this place to be destroyed. In Jeremiah 50, right? Verse 1, it says, the word that the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Declare ye among the nations, and publish, and set up a standard, publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces, her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north, talking about Russia, for out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. You see? So, the Russians, they're going to lead the charge against, Babylon the Great, because they're going to be followed by the other nations. Iran, Turkey. They're going to be followed by these other nations that hate this place, and they're going to make this land desolate. All right? Their allies are just going to, Yahweh Shemiah Shah is going to put the spirit on them to come in and pretty much wall out here in Babylon the Great. You see, and as you can see from the title right here, it says, Ukraine and the West are asking for it. The meeting between the Biden regime and the Zelensky regime took place after Ukrainian drones targeted energy infrastructure in Russia's Smolensk region. Let me see this part that I wanted. Right here. So they're not going to listen, because they're going to keep going. This is going to lead to World War III. And I pray, Lord willing, it happens this year, and of course, that MOTB, all right, has to happen first before World War III happen. You know what I'm saying? But, when I say I pray that, something major happens to where, it escalates it. All right. It says Ukraine proceeded to try to bomb another undisclosed oil facility in Smolensk around the same time, but those drones were drawn by Russian defense forces. All right. Debris from the interception reportedly fell into a storage unit of oil and lubricants, which also started a fire. Let me see the part I want to get. Right here. That's what I skimmed it. But it says, even though the U.S., the primary financial and weapons backer of Ukraine, is urging restraint, Ukraine is pressing on in attacking Russian energy facilities to its eventual demise. All right? So Babylon is even telling Ukraine, which once again, I believe that Babylon is really telling Ukraine shit. If anything, they're telling them to keep going, But, as the article says, Babylon is telling Ukraine to stop, but they're still going, and hitting these different oil refineries, man. Which is going to lead to what? The oil being scarce, man. All right. So these are the times that we're living in, man. We're literally living in a time where you're going to see hyperinflation. And once again, I pray, Lord willing, this year we see hyperinflation, man. You know, that's going to make these people, wake the fuck up. Because people are still relaxed. You know, you're still able, to go out there and, have your little fun, But when your fun is taken away, it's gonna be like you getting slapped with sunlight, man. You sleep, all right, and then somebody moved the blinds, and the sunlight just hits you, and you like, damn, For you women, that's pretty much had it here in Babylon the Great. You had that independent mentality, that feminist mindset. All that is gonna be taken away when the system collapses, man. Then you're gonna see how important a man really is, because what Babylon has taught, taught women is that they don't need no man. They don't need a man to do nothing because they can do it by themselves. It's just bullshit. Because in reality, Yahweh Shem Yahushua made you to be the helpmeet for a man. All right, but hey, the Lord's gonna correct it real soon, man. I can't wait. All right, now I'm gonna get this one more article, and Lord willing, that'd be the lesson. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." All right, and the vision is coming, man. The vision is here. We're literally seeing it play out. Russia, Ukraine, Iran, Israel. All right, these are things that were prophesied to happen. But at an appointed time, it's just gonna go into a whole nother level. But once again, before it goes to that level, the MOTB has to be made mandatory. All right, which is CHIP. All right, it got to come to pass, and then will the world, go into war. All right. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem, Rachakodash. And I want to say double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.